Lumberjacks, I'm Ella Mitchell.
And I'm Cameron Lejeune. You're watching SFA TV2 Nac Edition. Today we will be discussing with you about the Holiday in the Plaza event, the Nine Flags Christmas Parade, an insight into basketball, and so much more here with us on Nac Edition. The annual SFA Holiday in the Plaza event was a success. The celebration began with the lighting of the magnolia tree right outside of the Austin building. There were also performances from the Cantori and Swinging Axis choirs, as well as the SFA Charter School interim president, Gina Oglesby, also gave a speech mentioning the success that the university has seen this year, such as the celebration of the centennial year, as well as the SFA volleyball team's winning season. The event had all sorts of activities such as face painting, Christmas cookie decorating, a playing of the Grinch, a French horn quartet, a hot chocolate station, and even an appearance from Purple Santa. The Holiday in the Plaza event was a great way to kick off the holiday spirit right here in Nacogdoches.
I had the chance to go downtown this weekend for the Nine Flags Christmas Parade. Let's take a look at all of the holiday fun. Hi Lumberjacks, I'm Ella Mitchell here at one of the most anticipated events of this month-long Christmas celebration, the Nine Flags Christmas Parade located in downtown Nacogdoches. At the parade, families and friends lined the brick streets to watch. Before the parade, visitors were able to get hot chocolate, baked goods, and paint ornaments. At 6:30, the parade began. Vadders Law Firm won Best Business Float by showcasing the historic Nine Flags of Texas. Grand Marshal Betty Shin rode in style on her throne, sponsored by McWilliams Heating and Nacogdoches Area United Way. And Rose Lake Drill Team won Best Walking Group. Once the parade finished its route, visitors stayed to celebrate the holidays with live music, food trucks, and shopping local vendors. We hope you all enjoyed the parade, but the fun doesn't stop here. On December 9th, make sure to check out Millard's Crossing Old Fashioned Christmas. There's going to be a petting zoo, a traditional theater, and even a special appearance from Santa himself. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned to Nac Edition.
Fall graduations are right around the corner, which means it's almost time for one of SFA's most popular traditions, the Big Dip Ring Ceremony. DIP stands for Dipped in Pride. The ceremony is a rite of passage for SFA upperclassmen who have earned a minimum of 60 credit hours. Students will dip their right hands into a mix of purple dye and water from Surfin' Steve Fountain. Following that, you shake the president of SFA's hand and receive your ring. The act symbolizes a student's full immersion into the life and traditions of SFA. A recent addition to the tradition has ROTC cadets stand guard outside the Stone Fort Museum, where SFA rings are placed the night before the Big Dip. If you're already an alumni and haven't done the Big Dip, no worries. You can always come back and participate. You can order your class ring today at sfaring.com. You can also stop by the alumni office on campus or call 936-468-3407.
Speaking of SFA traditions, the Lumberjack and Lady Jack basketball team seasons are underway. Here's Andrew Hines with an update.
Hey there, SFA basketball fans. Andrew Hines here at the Sawmill, home of the Lumberjacks and the Lady Jacks basketball teams, where both team seasons are fully underway. We were actually able to sit down and talk with Lynn Bishop, head coach of the women's basketball team, and here's what he had to say.
I think our style of play is really up-tempo. It starts on the defensive end. We press 94 feet. We always talk about putting our nose in people's chest and making it hard for them to get easy buckets, and we want to turn people over and play in transition. So we like for our defense to lead to our offense. And then on the offensive end, when we do get the ball, it's spaced out, but we always want to attack the paint first. Attack the paint, which leads to us getting kick-out threes. And we like to shoot kick-out threes as much as we can. So I think we shot 35 last game, and I'm fine with that as long as we're getting to the paint first.
Leading scorer for the Lady Jacks so far is Kirsten Harden. She's averaging about 18 points and 9 rebounds per game on the offensive end and 1 steal on the defensive end. Other leading scorer for the Lady Jacks include Kyla Deck and Dusty Lombard, both averaging double digits. As for the Lumberjacks, their leading scorer so far has been Sadadrian Hall, or Day Day as you may know him better. He's also averaging 11 points and 5 rebounds. Other scorers for the Lumberjacks are Latrell Jossell averaging 9, Matt Heyman also averaging 9, and Nana Antwi Basako averaging 8. Both teams have won more games than they have lost, giving them a winning percentage above 500. Both teams are looking to win the Western Athletic Conference this season, the men trying to repeat last year's success and the women wanting to start something new. The men's and women's basketball team both have started conference play where they will continue through March. Both teams will look to make the NCAA tournament just like the SFA volleyball team did this year. For SFA TV2, I'm Andrew Hines. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Andrew, for that sports update. I love the holiday spirit in that outfit. Ella, conference play is right upon us. What do you think?
Well, I think it's going to be great, really fun to watch. I always love watching our sports teams, men and women. I think they have great teamwork and really work well together.
I know. I am very excited. And sticking in the college sports world, the college football conference championships for the Power 5 conferences were played this past weekend. The Florida State Seminoles won the ACC in a defensive slugfest against Louisville, 16-6. Michigan cruised past Iowa 26-0 for their third consecutive Big Ten title. Washington defeated Oregon 34-31 to claim their first Pac-12 title in 5 years. Texas crushed Oklahoma State 49-21 to take home the Big 12 trophy in their last year in the conference. Finally, the Alabama Crimson Tide defeated the Georgia Bulldogs 27-24 in a heavyweight battle to claim their 30th SEC title in school history. The following day, the College Football Playoff Committee had to make the decision on the 4 teams who will play in the college football playoffs for a shot at a national title. Michigan was selected as the 1 seed, Washington at 2, Texas at 3, and Alabama at 4. Texas and Washington will meet in New Orleans in the Sugar Bowl, and Michigan will take on Alabama in the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. You can watch these games on New Year's Day on ESPN. Ella, the 4 teams are selected. Who do you got winning it all?
Okay, well, I'm not an expert here, but I'm going to have to say Texas. I think if they can beat Washington, then they stand a good chance. They have good run defense. They're good under pressure. And I know you really like Alabama, but they have beat them before, so I think they have a pretty good chance.
Well, my winner, I got 2 words, Nick Saban. I got Alabama winning it all in the college football playoffs. As they say in T-Town, roll Tide.
Up next, we are talking to the Chief Operations Officer of the Chamber of Commerce to discuss shopping local this holiday and important upcoming events. Welcome back to Nac Edition. With the holidays in full swing, statistics are showing that 72% of holiday shoppers plan to purchase from small businesses in person or online, which is a 65% increase from last year. I'm here with Kelly Augustine, Chief Operating Officer of the Chamber of Commerce, to discuss how shopping local benefits Nacogdoches. Thank you so much for joining us today. I want to just start off with talking a little bit about your history with the Chamber of Commerce and then your role as Chief Operating Officer.
Oh, and thank you for having me today. It's a pleasure to be here. I absolutely love working for the Nacogdoches County Chamber. I was hired as the Membership and Marketing Manager, and I really like that I got that start in that position because it gave me the opportunity to really meet the members of the Chamber, which are our local businesses. They're the ones that are investing in the Chamber of Commerce so that we can be working for them. So I did get to learn a lot about Nacogdoches and our business community that way. I was able to do a lot of promotion and marketing for the Chamber and communicating what we do to the community and for our members. And then I've moved into a vice president position and now the chief operating officer. So I have more responsibilities with the day-to-day runnings of our office and our organization. And I'm really happy to say that I have been selected as the next president and CEO of our chamber.
Congratulations.
So, thank you. I'm excited and humbled all at the same time. But I will begin that role on January 1st.
That's awesome. So with Chief Operating Officer, do you still do a lot of the kind of like getting the community involved and outreach type things, or is there a slightly different? Well, you still do that?
Yes, and we have a small office. There's, a few of us on staff that are paid to do this. We are governed by a board of directors, And they are volunteers who give the leadership and the governance to our organization. But as a chamber staff person, we're always going to be trying to engage people in the community, whether they're members or not, because really we're here for Nacogdoches County, and that includes everyone in Nacogdoches County, including SFA.
That's awesome. So I looked and read that the mission of the Chamber of Commerce is to help businesses succeed. So I think you mentioning helping SFA and helping the community, how do y'all help the businesses succeed and just complete that mission specifically with local businesses?
Well, let's step back 100 or so years ago when our chamber was formed. And I think we were born because the business leadership at that time realized that together they could do more. So I enjoy kayaking. Let's say that I have other friends who enjoy kayaking, and we have this favorite place we like to go. Well, if we know that we need to protect that place, we want to keep it accessible for us. We want to keep it where we can go out and enjoy it whenever we want to, and that it's a good thing for us to, to enjoy, then we're going to work together to make sure that we can keep that going. That's the same thing for our business community. You think about a town like Nacogdoches, and what makes us who we are, what makes us unique? Well, it's our businesses. And so when we band together, when we're working together for the same goals, when we all can see what we're striving to be, I think we can find our place to work together and make it a better place for everyone. So I just love being a part of the Chamber of Commerce because working specifically with our businesses means we're keeping Nacogdoches going in the right direction.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think that is a really good statement that that's what makes Nacogdoches unique. It's just the businesses, specifically like the local businesses, because that's like the heart of our city, like what makes it the people who they are. I really like that. So what would you say the importance of shopping local is, specifically in Nacogdoches? Well, and how it benefits our town and our citizens and everything.
Well, I always like to use this phrase, when you're shopping local, you're doing business with your neighbors. That could be a retail store or a local restaurant. It also applies to our services. It could be where you choose to go for your dental appointment or other type of things that people might not realize they're shopping local. But that dollar you spend with that business, whatever it is going to go back into our community. They're going to invest it in some way. So if you're spending your money in another way, then you may not be supporting our local fire department or police department. You may not be even supporting the local sports teams. You mentioned enjoying sports. Well, who supports those t-ball and baseball and basketball teams? Right. It's our local businesses. So you're always able to enhance the community when you're doing business with your neighbors.
That's awesome. And I think one thing that I think Nacogdoches does really well that I've enjoyed recently is a lot of the shopping events. Like we recently had Holiday in the Pines, and I think that's a great way to get people's attention towards the local businesses, like downtown, all the different boutiques. That really brought my attention towards all the different shops and everything. So I think that's really cool that, they do that. And then I looked, every 2 years y'all do the Lone Star Legislative Summit. Would you mind telling me a little bit more about that?
I'd love to. This is a very special gathering in Nacogdoches, and we actually do a lot of it in SFA's Student Center. So every 2 years when their state legislators are not in session, we invite them to Nacogdoches for Lone Star Legislative Summit.
That's awesome.
We've been doing this since 2006. And if you can imagine, we've deemed it the largest gathering of state senators and representatives outside of Austin. And it makes an impact because these are representatives of different areas, different districts that come to Nacogdoches, some for the first time that have never seen this area of East Texas. That's important. We partner with other chambers so that we know that the issues that are affecting our region are going to be expressed to these folks, and they understand our needs and what we're looking for. Again, very heavy on the business. We want to make sure our businesses are protected and supported, and that is going to that will fall over into our city, into our county, into our region.
Yeah, that's awesome. Sounds like a really great thing to get involved in. Thank you so much for coming and talking with me today. It's been great getting to learn more. When we return, we will get to hear from SFA students about their controversial opinions on Christmas Day and while shopping locally in Nac, what to look out for while shopping for your holiday gifts. So stay tuned with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Nac Edition. When the holidays come around, we all celebrate with love and prosperity with our families. Sometimes we receive gifts that we will cherish forever, and some gifts we will remember for all the wrong reasons. Our own Jonathan Allen has the story.
My name is Jonathan Allen, back on SFA's campus, here to ask our students, what's your best and worst holiday gift? Let's see the answers. Well, I'm here with
Molly. Kylie.
Luke Watson.
Ivana Ramos.
I'm David.
David.
Kai.
All right, Kai, I have a really important question today. What is your best and worst holiday gift?
I don't really know about worst gift, but I'd say my best gift is probably a car.
I've also gotten a car, but my worst gift was a beach towel.
A beach towel?
Yes.
That's it.
Just probably in general, any clothes I get from my grandparents.
What clothes have you gotten? Like, what? Can you name me one?
Well, like what types of clothes?
Yeah.
Just shirts or hoodies or pants I would never wear.
It just doesn't look good.
So far off from what I would ever wear.
All right.
My best gift would probably be an iPhone. It was like my first iPhone when I was like 11. And my worst gift would probably be a hamper from my grandparents.
A laundry hamper?
A laundry hamper.
For clothes?
I was 9. I thought it was like gonna be a dollhouse or something, but it was just a hamper.
I think the worst gift I received was somebody got me some chocolate milk. It was a small one, but I'm lactose intolerant. I didn't know that. But I think the best gift I received was, it's kind of generic, but I like socks because you always run out of socks.
No, that's a good gift. I honestly like, or underwear, like.
That's what, yeah.
See, no, I got.
So my best holiday gift was $200. Then my worst one, I'll say socks.
What socks?
Because I have so many socks. Like, I don't need more.
But
Eli?
All right, Eli, I have a really important question to ask you. Okay. What is your best and worst holiday gift?
Shoot, I don't know if I can tell you my best, but my worst, when I was a few years younger, my uncle, he gifted me a can of beans for Christmas. I swear to God, man.
A can of beans.
A can of beans.
That might be the worst answer we've gotten today.
That's pretty bad, man. So my worst holiday gift would be a pair of Fortnite socks that my aunt gave me. They're elite too.
Elite Fortnite socks.
Yes. And my best, I would have to say, is my bungee chair.
I always wanted one. That is dope, man.
I've had it 10 years, still have it in my college dorm to this day.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. SFA peers had a lot of good gifts and a lot of pretty bad ones. Me personally, my favorite gift was an electric scooter when I got 11 years old, and my worst one was some pretty bad underwear. But that's besides the point. My name is Jonathan Allen here at Nac Edition. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jonathan, for that story. If I had to pick my best gift, it'd probably have to be an iPhone whenever I was a freshman in high school. What about you?
I was going to say in about 4th grade, I got an iPod Touch. Remember when those were really popular? And there's a picture of me literally like jumping around. So excited that I got it. Second gift would maybe have to be a skateboard. It was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
That is.
Well, if you are looking for some holiday family fun, stroll around through the brick streets of Nacogdoches to hunt for elves on our very own Hunter Giddings went, and he had quite the hunt himself. Check it out.
Just in time for the Christmas season, the city of Nacogdoches has once again partnered with local businesses and boutiques to bring you the annual Elf Scavenger Hunt. For the whole month of December, head on down to the brick streets of Nacogdoches. Keep an eye out for elves. You never know where they could be hiding. Santa's Little Helpers have once again found their way into downtown Nacogdoches stores. It's up to you to find them in all 22 locations. Keep an eye peeled open as you shop through stores like Coco's Blue-Eyed Market Square, Timber and Tweed, Texas Size Bling, and so much more. This is the perfect opportunity to have some fun while getting your Christmas shopping done. Jerry Perry of Rhinestone Rifles Boutique had this to say about the annual event.
It brings a lot of the community out because I think that's just one thing their kids look forward to is the elf, and they'll run in just to get their, their merchant marked off of their sheet, and find the elf. And sometimes you can give them hints, and sometimes, okay, you're close, you're hot, you're cold, but yeah, they just enjoy looking for it.
To begin your elf scavenger hunt, head on down to the Nacogdoches Visitor Center. Ask for an elf scavenger hunt card, and then you can begin your hunt. When going on your hunt for these magic toy makers, be sure to bring some help, because the elves on Main Street are some of the best hiders I've ever seen. If you are having trouble though, store associates are more than happy to give a seeking hint. I know I asked for a few. There's only 2 rules when scavenging for elves: stay alert and have fun. This event will be taking place all month of December. Then on January 3rd, one lucky hunter who found all of the elves will be announced on the Main Street Facebook page. For more information, visit nactexas.us or download the Visit Nac app on your mobile device. Go to Events and select Elf Scavenger Hunt. Once you've found all 22 elves, turn your card back into the Nacogdoches Visitor Center to be entered into a drawing for a very special prize. For SFA TV2, I'm Hunter Giddings. Happy hunting.
Thank you all for watching Nac Edition. And as always,
Axum.